What's good, y'all?
What up, everybody?
What's good?
What's good?
2022, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. What?
3 months in.
I mean,
It's a whole nother.
First of all, you did not check this. First of all, the month is not on your watch.
It is. He got an Apple. He got an Apple.
Oh, you got people. It's electronics.
Whatever.
I can't.
What's wrong with Apple?
If I'm wear a watch, it ain't gonna be no little. It's not gonna be a whole nother phone on my arm.
But the thing about it, if you leave your phone, you got a phone.
Your phone's right there with you.
Can't answer Rolex.
I never leave my phone. My phone never leave my hand. Really, most
We
of the
know
time.
you don't leave your phone.
Right, Blake phone.
You have appointments.
Listen.
We ain't gonna start.
Welcome back to the family podcast.
Welcome back, family.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. Yo, so Blake, you had some topics.
Yes. So you all, they came to my house today.
Before we start that, the reason we been gone because we had a lot of things going on in the family between all of us. Just a lot of stuff going on in the family. Just stuff going on,
Oh,
and
no,
not to mention gas.
Stay right there.
Gas is
Death in the family.
Death in the family.
Say it again.
Yeah, and then another death in the family. Yeah,
One more time.
Then another. So
Yeah.
then gas $8.50, and we couldn't
And I couldn't get here.
we couldn't drive.
I live
to
in
meet each other.
Marietta.
Speaking of gas, that is the first topic
That's the first topic
of discussion. What? See, now in November, somebody stood up in front of me and broke my car, so I can't even put gas in my car. But the thing is, at this point, it's a blessing in disguise because these gas prices
They crazy.
is no bueno.
And you had a Beamer, so that's 93, ain't it?
Oh yeah. I had to have
So-
premium.
Yeah, so
And a big girl.
yeah, so yeah.
Oh, it would have got unleaded.
You
It would've broke down.
No. Just put a gas treatment in that guy. Put a gas treatment in that.
Look,
The
this boy,
Mercedes
look,
was
we
the
just, no, we
Mercedes
just went to the cabin. Marcus was in there buying gas treatments. I said, boy, if they ain't auntie nieces, boy,
Yeah, get
the
a
auntie
gas
niece, go
treatment.
get about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, get a gas treatment
Put 'em in
there.
that tank.
You keep your car up.
That's why they keep that
Keep
other
your
car
car.
here for a long time.
Which one?
That Lexus, talk about 93. No, it's
Oh,
gonna
I got rid of my Mercedes,
sorry,
bro.
what?
7.
First of all, when I had my Mercedes,
That compressor?
my oil change was at least 200, and that was on the if I found somebody that can do it for cheap. And then on top of that, we ain't talking about my windshield because I had the one where you had one windshield wiper had a motor
that
in
thing
it.
was $600.
$600 just for the motor. That wasn't even for them to put it in.
For windshield wipers?
For the windshield wiper. It was my Mercedes. So I politely called him and said, how much would y'all give me for it? When they gave me the price, come get it.
This car belongs to
Listen.
you.
So I don't envy nobody that's driving Mercedes and none of that stuff.
No, God bless
I've been
you.
there,
I
done
think
that,
it's
baby.
time.
I don't have
I can fix my own light bulb right
I
now if
had
he
a
went
Lincoln
out.
Town
You can
car.
actually go to AutoZone and get a light bulb.
And matter of fact, I just fixed my light bulb. I went to Walmart and got my light
Yeah,
bulb.
you can't do that with a Mercedes.
Like my Lincoln Town car when the suspension.
Oh, you
went
can't
out.
do that?
They
You
wanted
can't
to
change your
charge
own
me
light?
$3,200.
You can't
They
go
wanted
to
32.
$3,200 when I had to
Oh,
change them
okay.
suspensions.
No, so they
No,
they
you
make
can't
them
go to-
cars because they make it where you have to go back to the dealership.
Yeah.
Because in order to get to the light bulb, you got to take this off and take that off, and you gonna mess something up. So just bring it back to us.
No, you get a hammer and you just in the front.
See, now that's when your car get messed up and you got to pay for more stuff.
You gonna
Change
hit
the
that,
light bulb.
and them airbags gonna come out. Now your whole car total. Just to the dealership, paid the
car total.
$600. Now you gotta get a whole nother car.
Oh,
Now it's 17.
Yo.
But here's the thing. I think it's time for the hybrids because at this point,
I think that's the plan, though.
That is the plan.
But we can't drive those cars.
That's the plan, though.
Why?
Big people can't drive those cars.
Them cars are kind of fragile. Teslas
I
are
sat in the back of
fragile.
that car. Remember that hybrid?
Do what?
That hybrid.
I'm sorry,
And I was sitting in the back. And you know, you keep the thing going. The little air thing is on the back side on the passenger. And if you sit on that, it don't get the hybrid to come in. Don't nothing. The circulation to keep the stuff.
Oh, wow.
And when I moved, the car started going faster. And I went back over.
Oh, it went faster?
I said, big people can't drive the hybrids.
Speaking of
Prius, they can't drive
big
the
people.
Prius.
What is
now,
it?
we drove them Prius.
drove
Now,
them.
don't
I'm
trying to say,
we used to bust
we
them
used to
Prius
kill the
down,
Prius.
But you
baby.
remember that one? It had the little air thing on
I'm
the
going
side.
live on Instagram real quick.
Well, it do that in regular cars because I remember sitting in the back seat of mini cars. And you go over there speed bump. That thing's great.
Boy,
It's too much weight.
who you gonna talk about? Those big boys.
Listen.
Oh, the Cube.
Oh, the Q?
Q.
gonna talk
Was that a
about
hybrid?
We used to pack.
What? No, the
we used
Q
to
one
pack-
hybrid.
We used to pack in it, though.
I
That
thought it
took
was
a
a
riding
Pia.
real low.
Yeah. Boy, no.
Don't you
Won't
do
on
it?
this first episode,
no.
but
No, not today, not tonight.
Nah. But I promise if gas keep going up, I'm
getting a scooter.
gonna have to Zoom my organ playing to the church.
I'm gonna buy a scooter.
I'm gonna be on Zoom playing.
We're gonna have to because it's ridiculous.
How would that even sound?
That's the next shutdown though. I believe that's coming because gas gonna get too high. Because think about it, people getting in there. What if gas went up to $10 a gallon?
And it's possible.
And so gas going up, but your paycheck ain't going up.
Cause y'all know gas is like $7 on West Coast.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
It's high.
Me and wife and my little
And that's
niece,
regular.
My little niece, we in the store, Quick Trip, and I said $50 gas. So when the man said $65, I said 50. I was 65, but I had forgot that I had got a little slushy, little candy bottle, little stuff like that.
But see, now you
That's
can't
ridiculous.
even. Now you remember you used to put some stuff on the thing and then say put the rest in the tank.
Yeah.
That ain't doing nothing.
You can't do nothing, bro.
That's 2 drops.
That's 2 gallons and that's it.
It ain't even 2 gallons. I went and put $30 in May tank the other day.
That was half.
That thing said
Probably
3
was
gallons
half.
of gas. I said,
I'm sorry.
And the thing is, let me tell you what
Excuse
they
me?
did. Next time you go, check it out. They don't sped that meter up. That meter.
oh, they always
that
speed
meter
it
is
up.
never accurate.
That meter speed.
Yeah,
That meter is never accurate.
that's just like Subway. That don't be 6 inches. I need you to measure my bread because this is clearly 4.5. I asked for a 6 inch.
First of all,
I'm just saying,
First of all, the
people
whole
be
thing isn't even a foot
They be
long.
skimming.
If you measure it, it's literally it's not a foot long. But the fact that you sitting here,
I don't like the Subway.
I don't eat Subway no more anyway. But that's one of the main reasons.
That's not 6
That's
inches.
not 6 inches, ma'am.
that's not 6
This is
inches.
4.5.
Let me show you what's this right here.
Y'all can't do this to me. Y'all cannot do this to me.
We just came back.
My boy was-
I'm just saying, people be
My boy
skimming.
fed up.
So I know they be speeding that gas thing up.
I just know. Hold on.
'cause
This is what I'm picturing. Is
They
just
know how to get over on
he
you.
get
My
his sandwich
friend,
and he's sitting like,
DL do that too. DL do it. No, excuse me. Y'all
give me the tape measure, baby. Give me.
Y'all
Nah,
two more
baby,
one,
nah.
2 more slices.
I know he probably watching, but Malik did it the other day. We at this Mexican restaurant. Malik said, he looked at me, he said, "That don't look like no 8-ounce steak, dude." I said, "I don't think." He told me, "This an 8 ounce." So he made him go back in the kitchen and get him another steak.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh,
You gotta get, cause they'll skim on you.
Listen.
If you let them.
Oh, you just do like
Somebody-
my cousin do.
somebody-
Eat half of it and tell them,
Somebody gonna bring one of them weights.
I don't like going out with that cousin.
This
though.
nigga said 6 inches.
That yeah.
bro."
Subway is trash.
I need
That's why I like
Subway is
Subway.
garbage, bro. Subway is
I don't
garbage.
like
I ain't ate Subway in so long.
What
Especially
is-
after they said the tuna ain't tuna.
Publix and English.
What is
now.
the tuna?
They did some tests.
It's
It's
a
like
cardboard.
they
It's
said
like a-
they said it don't even have fish in
It's
it.
not meat. Yeah, it's not meat, my boy. It's a,
So what is it?
I don't know, but we've been eating. Me and Marge used to get killed a tuna all
Ain't
the
no
time.
telling at this
so why
point.
stop eating it now?
used to get,
Because it's not tuna.
Oh, because you found out what it was.
Well, I knew it wasn't
honestly
real
feel
tuna.
like-
Why do we do
Wait, what is it then?
No, no,
So
no,
we
no,
find out.
no.
We find out when something. Because
feel
I don't
like-
go to Subway
but that's
no more,
just-
because when that lady did like this, that's your sandwich.
This whole
That's
restaurant.
not my sandwich.
This whole restaurant belongs.
So the whole yeah, I'm
This whole
just
restaurant
That
belongs.
lady fixed my sandwich. She said, "What else you want on it?"
Nothing. Not snot.
I just walked out
Not
because I didn't
seasoned.
ask for that ingredient. I didn't know that one was on
I didn't
there.
know that was available.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that
just
was the
became
part.
vegan, man. I'm sorry.
But look, I go to Ingles and Publix now.
Publix be
Yeah,
having
oh,
some
yeah.
good
If I
subs.
want to be real
Publix got some
bougie,
good food.
I go to what's it called? My boy,
Whole food.
not Whole Food. It's another Lenny's. Is it Lenny's?
Oh, the Lindell.
Lenny's has one of
Oh,
the best
Lenny's
subs.
Sub.
Lenny's Sub.
No, my favorite
Where is
sub
that,
place is
though?
Jersey Mike.
Oh, I just tried them.
Hold on. What did you
Jersey
find?
Mike's.
Lenny's?
Lenny's. Dude, it's one all the way over there by South Lake.
Oh yeah, so you talking about where the Chinese
Where the
place?
Chinese place
Yeah,
is.
they've been there for
Oh,
years.
Lenny's right there. They been there.
Yeah.
That one.
Lenny Sub.
Now, one time I went back, when did they wasn't there no more? Or did they
Oh,
come
you know
back?
what? They were closed. Yeah, they not there no more.
Yeah, they closed.
Lenny's not
That's
there
why
no
I'm
more.
upset because that was a Philly because
But try
after the
Jersey
Philly Connect
Mike's.
was gone, that was my place.
Jersey Mike's. And if you
Philly-
can't get
Philly
Jersey Mike's, then what you call is my next. JJ.
Why do we always come back to food during this bonus podcast?
We are the few with food reviews for the fans. They want to know.
They want to know what's good.
What to eat.
They want to know what's good.
Jersey Mike's though.
Yeah.
You can choose some banana peppers on there.
What happened to Quiznos?
They closed. Now Quiznos used to be busting too.
Firehouse?
Yeah.
Firehouse replaced Quiznos.
But you get the Quiznos, then you get the
Firehouse
cup of,
garbage, too.
broccoli and cheddar soup.
Yep.
Well, Quiznos had that little butter though. You can
That
dip
broccoli.
it. Put the bread in.
How was the hold on? How was the butter, Jim?
That butter was fire. Ooh.
Boy, ain't nothing like some butter. Boy, you made me want some crab legs and you said some butter.
I recently haven't been wanting crab legs.
You recently want crab legs?
I haven't been wanting them. Like I haven't.
It's they $16.99 a pound.
Yeah. Crab legs is ridiculous.
$16.99 a pound.
If you ain't making your crab legs right now, they done took them up. Walmart used to be $19.99 for a box of crab.
You're not making
Them things $30 now.
How are you making the crab legs?
Oh, with the food stamp, go in there and buy the box of crab legs and steam them. Won't go pay Juicy Crab $30 for a half a cup.
Don't you? Never mind. I don't know, man.
What you say?
I better say, don't you make too much to get food stamps?
I do. They just took them away, so I had to. I had to write a letter to say I got fired.
Oh, don't say it about it.
Oh, shit. Because I need them back. I was getting.
Don't tell nobody.
I was getting some. You need some food stamps. I know. I got a millionaire friend to get food stamps.
Job or not? 3 kids.
I got a millionaire friend that
when he have them, he calls me sometimes.
a few of my millionaire friends got food stamps.
How is it?
Well, see, I used to get food stamps. My dad missed
It's the way you
noodles
get
and
them.
cereal.
I told Daddy when they call, you tell them this is what I pay you for rent. You tell them this is what I do. I gave them the line.
Parents don't never listen.
Then they call and then
I'm not gonna lie for you,
They
son.
tell him. Something. Oh yeah. He don't get. And I'm sitting
It's
there
because
like, and I'm across on the other sofa saying,
Yeah, that's
That is
real
not
dumb.
what I told you
that
to
ain't what I
say.
asked you
That
to
is
say.
real-
It's not what I told you to do
did
at
not
all.
stick to the script.
Like,
You did not stick to the
and then
script.
next month the food stamp gone.
Yep.
That was hot.
I tried to like
Them
because
$2.50 was good.
because of my mother. I never had a free lunch.
Oh yeah, because she was a pay sister.
My mother went in. Yeah, pay sister. God will take it. I had to pay for lunch all throughout school.
I was so shit. My
I had to pay for
That
lunch all
would've been
throughout school.
upset.
They thought I was rich.
because that means
Why don't parents listen? Why don't parents listen?
I don't
Because
know.
my mama knows that she can't eat.
Children are disobedient. That was wrong.
Parents are disobedient to children.
My mom is in a place right now where she can
provoke your
like
child.
all the fast foods and all that doesn't taste the same, which it doesn't.
It don't.
Even from my childhood. So I know from hers it's like it's no bueno.
They obsolete.
So when she be like, she said she was gonna get some Domino's. I'm like, it's not gonna hit. She said I'm gonna get Domino's pasta. I want some pasta. I'm like, mother, their pasta gonna be dry as could be.
Nope.
And the pizza ain't really that good. So she still ordered Domino's, and the next day she was like, I don't even know why I ordered that. I don't know why either, because I told you not to get it.
Domino's got decent sandwiches.
you.
That's it.
The
Domino's
sandwiches.
got sandwiches?
You
I've
my
never
boy,
been a
it's
fan
like
of
a toasted
Domino's.
sandwich.
Yeah.
The Philly cheese,
They
the
decent.
toasted.
They
It's decent. They
It's
decent.
decent.
It's not a pizzone.
I don't really do a lot
No.
of eating out in the
A
morning.
calzone. What was it?
Calzone.
Calzone,
No,
yeah.
not a
Oh, okay.
calzone.
Pizza Hut is the pizzone.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. I don't eat out a lot no more. Since I've been on my regiment.
You looking good.
It's not that good to just be trying.
Y'all see Patrick? He look good. He feeling good. He got a Bobby Jones hat on.
If you look at him from the left, he look a little skinnier.
y'all.
That's what I said on this side. So they get my skin.
So on your skinny side.
Cause that side ain't lost nothing, but this
So on
side.
your skinny side.
That side-
That side ain't lost nothing. This
The
side
right
lost
side
a
did
little
not
bit.
lose no weight, but the left side did. The left side.
This side was on keto.
That side on
This
keto.
side
That
was
one.
on keto. This side
The
was.
keto ain't got to this side yet.
It ain't went over.
Well, I made the keto dessert for them children.
Did they eat
Is
it?
it good? What they good, my boy?
They good. I was tearing that brownie up.
Is it really brownie or is it just like
It's coconut.
Okay.
So, boy, I've been tearing some food up. I done lost a little weight because I had my surgery on I had to get 2 teeth yanked out. Boy, ever since that pain done went down a little bit, eating,
okay. How much did you lose?
Pac-Man.
5 pounds.
Okay.
You picked it right on back up.
I probably did because
What did you lose it at?
I probably did because who been eating is
It's
me.
me.
He didn't lose it for long.
Just had McDonald's Big Mac with the quarter pound of meat. Now guess where I learned it from?
Hold on though. You know.
Champ the one talk. You the one taught me
Put
how
my
to do
business in the street.
Champ said, "Cuz you get the Big Mac, but you get the quarter pound of meat." This was years ago. I'm like,
And
I ain't never thought
And that
about
bread
that.
that go in the middle. I want that bread. Put me another piece of meat. That's 3
That ain't nothing but a quarter pounder though. You could have just got a quarter pound.
I never had a Big Mac.
What?
What?
You never had the mac sauce? So when I was doing keto, one of the
It just
keto,
seemed
one of the
excessive.
keto meals was a Big Mac.
It's hard for me to believe this.
It was really excessive. I've never had one.
Well, people
It
in
was
Russia
really-
can't get a
But
Big
he had
Mac.
a sack food. When you eat a sack food, that's a Big Mac.
People in Russia can't get a Big Mac no more. You ever glad?
Y'all heard?
When you eat a sack
People
food,
in Russia can't get a
that's
Big Mac no more. You know, McDonald's closed all their restaurants in Russia
Y'all heard
Oh,
about
so
that?
they being petty now.
because of the Ukraine
yeah,
thing.
they
They
being
closed
petty.
everything now. They was like,
McDonald's,
because they-
no Apple Pay, no Visa, no MasterCard.
So they pulling it all out for the Europeans.
dude.
The Europeans.
but we still buying gas from, even though he said we can't get it, but we still paying them.
Because ain't that who give us the gas? The European.
Russia.
I thought that's why
Well,
they
we
invaded
get
like
Mexican
Iraq
gas.
and Iran and them. I thought that's what we were getting that gas.
So what? So y'all know more about the Ukraine than I do. So
Mm-hmm.
So we can
So
invade
elaborate-
Iraq and
elaborate on it a
Iraq and
little bit.
Iran, but they can't. Okay.
Russia.
elaborate on it a
I'm
little bit,
gonna
because I
just
really
spread the
haven't
little
been-
bit I know. Then
I
they-
really haven't been watching it like that because you know what I haven't watched. It's depressing. Like the news is depressing. I used to watch the news all the time. Come to my house, news all day. It's depressing.
He's real depression.
Kinda
So
is.
back in the day, Ukraine used to be a part of the Soviet Union and all that.
Okay.
The current leader of Russia, he feels that, during like I think World War II or whatever, that Ukraine became their own sovereign nation or whatever. But
Yeah.
he feels like that was a big mistake, and he basically wants to restore the old Soviet Union. So he and it's not going to just stop with Ukraine. He wants to basically, everybody that was a part of it, he wants to get all that back. He wants that to be his legacy, that he restored the old SSR or whatever it's called. He that's what he wants to
Like
happen.
a
So,
Harry Tubman move.
huh?
Nothing.
No, not necessarily Harry Tubman. It's more so of a
Sojourner Truth.
MLK. It's like an MLK move.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah. If you want to compare it to something like that, it'll be like an MLK move
Uh-huh.
than Harry Tubman.
Or probably more like a Malcolm X, because
Malcolm X.
Malcolm was
That's
that.
it, D.
Malcolm X
That's
was
it,
that
D.
like.
It's a Malcolm
No, we
X
finna
move.
go take it. So
It's a Malcolm
yeah,
X move.
it's basically.
Yeah, they're not walking down the streets and just saying we want our land back.
No, there's no protest.
But what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of people over here they don't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
The only effects they see right now is the gas, but it's finna get crazier than that.
It's
like
crazy.
and a lot of church people not aware of the times we in.
Yeah.
We in the last days. The
last
Bible
days,
talked
bro.
about Gog and Magog, like the Ezekiel 38 war and all this stuff. He really wants Israel. That's coming next, because they just told Israel that they don't that Jerusalem is not. They don't recognize Jerusalem as the capital, which the Bible says Jerusalem is. And then they don't. Then them and Turkey and all them. The Bible talk about how Russia, Turkey, and Iran and all them gonna go over the Golan Heights and try to invade Israel, but God gonna protect them. So all this is in the Bible. It might not be this that's doing it, but this is the what's the word? The it's a word they use,
You said it.
but it's
He
the
got the right word, but the introduction.
it's the introduction to all of that.
All of this, yes.
So
That's
I just-
so amazing because nothing. No,
go ahead and talk about it.
No, it's amazing because I was talking to God the other day, and I ain't always the super deep one.
No.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like, and God said I'm getting ready to introduce a lot of things. Think that I've never been introduced.
That's real.
Ooh,
Introduction.
And I'm sitting there
Introducing.
like, hold on. I was introduced, so I'm sitting there almost like kind of scared because I'm like, hold on, I was introduced to you a long time ago.
Yeah.
I didn't do everything that was introduced to me,
Facts.
but the introduction was a good introduction, so it's helped me.
Yeah.
So what are you getting ready to introduce?
there's a lot of stuff that's been happening. Do you not know that there's NASA's not really saying nothing about it, but there's an asteroid that's on course to hit the Earth in 2029
Yeah.
called Apophis.
What else called?
It's called Apophis. Look it up. And they trying to downplay and say well, it's not going to hit the Earth, but a lot of and matter of fact, they launched a program to send satellites or something in space to try to land on it to blow it up and deter it from the Earth. They just not trying to scare people, but it's an asteroid that's headed for Earth, and they saying it 100% chance that it's gonna impact.
Don't look up.
Basically, and that's why they make all these little movies and stuff. And I think the rapture is really about to happen because they're introducing so much now aliens and this and that, because when it happens, they're going to have to try to figure out how to explain millions of people disappearing off the face of the
Alien
earth. Oh, it was aliens. So they trying to get it as it's like a natural thing now to talk about or this and that.
Tell you.
So don't be fooled.
I'll fight one. I'll fight one.
But you know,
He'll know he was in the fight.
Hold on now, because you don't know what kind. You can't just say you gonna fight an alien without knowing what it got. You can't just. You don't know what kind of alien it is. It could
but a
be.
fallen angel.
that part.
What?
A demon.
I mean, there is life on other planets.
I believe that. I believe because I think we put God in so
believe
much of a box that we think it's just us.
I definitely believe
I
that.
could be wrong, but I've always said, that could be this same thing going on 35 different planets. We get there.
If I could create whatever I want,
I honestly feel like there's a whole nother world in the sea, and the sea is like a portal somewhere else.
Right now, like
could be.
the ocean is
Because y'all
not.
understand how
you can only go so far.
y'all
You can only
understand.
go so far.
Do y'all understand how scary the ocean is?
It's terrifying.
Bro.
Like NASA, let's talk about it. NASA originally was studying the water.
And them niggas said.
They saw something. Listen, they saw something so terrifying down there that they said, "Forget the water. Let's go to the sky."
And they've been there ever since.
And they've been studying the sky ever since, and they have not went back down there where they
But
came.
you know what though? It could have just been water. Let me tell you, when you get so far,
Bruh.
It gets dark. But
the
there's so
Bible-
many
but the
parts of the
Bible-
ocean that ain't been discovered.
The
And-
Bible
been
talks about
discovered, bruh.
creatures that God takes scrolls with.
I was about to say the Bible that he talked about how God walks on.
But before
It's only
we-
a certain part of the
it's
ocean that's reserved for
but
him.
let's not even talk about that yet. Let's just talk about the water that's before you get to the scrolling.
Forget about the stroller. We talking about the water right when knee level,
knee level.
ankle level. Because I
That's
was in the
scary.
ocean and doing me like this. I said,
I was doing you.
Not,
I
I said, I'm not going out there. And I can swim. I said, this thing moving me and I'm big. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm never swimming in the ocean.
Water is strong.
Dude,
That's why when floods and stuff happen, you think of flood. You like, oh, that water.
That's how I was
When
playing.
water rushing,
It will push everything out of the
I
way.
used to go to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Was this last year?
yeah.
And my uncle said, children can't go to the beach unless champ go. So I'm sitting there, I said, no. Not with me.
Why have
So,
you designated me?
so we going, I'm obeying.
Uh-huh.
Leadership, I'm obeying.
Right.
So my cousin, Madison, I want to go a little deeper. No, Madison, let's stay right here. No, I want to go a little deeper. We get a little deeper. And I'm just like, and we just like this.
Yeah, it's rocking.
And that last rock, she was gone. I didn't see it. She wasn't in my hand.
Bruh.
And I'm
Ocean,
sitting there like this.
the ocean ain't no joke, bruh.
I was like this. How am I gonna explain that they said can't nobody go unless Champ go?
Champ go.
So that means this is my hand.
This is your fault.
Yeah. And I said, Jesus,
Dude. The ocean ain't no joke.
What was she? Was she just in the
That
water?
baby came back from under that wave, and when that wave went, she was saying, I picked her shirt up from the back. I picked her shirt up from the back like this.
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody to the room.
Everybody.
Oh no,
Beach day
Day is
over.
canceled.
It's a wrap.
It is over
We're not
with.
coming
It's a
back
wrap.
down here.
It's a wrap.
And we going to the beach.
It's a
Bruh,
wrap.
I don't play with it. I was in Turks and Caicos. That thing was moving me. They said, I'm going out there. I'm not going
I'm
out
not
there.
going out there.
You crazy.
Then
And
they
all
said
these
you can
stories I done
hide-
heard of, because I always like, how these grown folk drowning?
Dude.
I see.
But it's
Because
one-
once he gets you,
It's
it's
one-
hard to
it's
control
one lake
that
though
thing.
that ain't a beach. They kill people. Lanier.
Oh, Lake
Oh, yeah,
Lanier is
dude.
the devil.
Do you know Lake Lanier?
What's Lake Lanier?
Lake Lanier
Don't
used to
ever, if somebody
Just
ever
don't go.
invite you
They
to Lake
invite you,
Lanier,
don't go.
Okay,
don't
here's,
go.
Here's a little
'cause
history.
somebody always died.
Lake Lanier used
Yeah,
to be
go and get it.
Oscarville.
What is Oscarville?
Oscarville.
He about to tell you why it was happening.
Oscarville was a black-owned town.
Mm-hmm.
It was a black-owned town. They was known for raising chickens, taters, stuff like. We was good in agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first thing first, and then first thing first. We was doing good. We was doing real good.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's real similar to the Tulsa, Oklahoma. Some black man messed with a Caucasian lady. The Caucasian lady started crying.
Clap them white cheeks.
Within hours, the Klan started showing up. So pretty much they killed and they rushed all the black people out, messed up their crops, and they literally flooded the town. They flooded the whole town, and it's now called
Lake Lanier. There's a black
So
black
it's a
town
black
under.
town, and literally there's still town. You can still see the town under the water.
Mm-hmm.
So
Somebody went down there and can see the town.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
That sounds
Yes,
like
sir.
a horror
And
movie.
guess who owns a factory not too far from Lake Lanier? Purdue.
So it's a town under that water.
That was a black
predominantly
town.
Lost
Black
City
Town.
of Atlantis. So it's a no from me.
How they keep try to go see it.
Dude.
So that's them
I feel like it's
ninjas
spirit. Yeah,
pulling them.
I'm about to say that's them
Come here.
them spirits. Yeah. Come see this.
That ain't
Ooh.
right. Every time you go though,
I don't go and look.
Dude, I'm trying to tell
They
you.
say Lake Lanier, no sir.
I ain't gonna. I had
But what-
the job one time. Oh, we going later there. Oh, y'all going.
Y'all go ahead.
But with what I
I
never
go to
understood
Six
is the
Flags, I
people
go to-
that, because like they be taking pictures where they dive into like in the middle of the ocean and they just take a picture of this them in the middle and it's just nothing but blue around them. Yeah. Here's the thing: if I ever go into the water that far and all I see it's just blue around me and then I look down and it's just blackness, that is terrifying.
That's terrifying. And then don't let something brush up on your feet.
Yeah.
But you got to think about some parts of the ocean are so deep that they said you could sit Mount Everest in it, and it's just a little bit of the tip shot. And you know, Paul, but that's just, but you know, that's why.
Just the tip.
Shut up! I'm just saying. Shut up! I looked at you. I was looking at you. That's why I said that. But anyway,
Glory to God.
but it's just a little bit of the top showing, and that, and you know how tall Mount Everest is. It's like it was like 30-something thousand
Sir.
feet.
Yes, sir.
So imagine how deep that is.
Above sea level.
Above sea level.
Above sea level.
That's crazy.
Speaking of up in the air, we're gonna talk about this woman punching this old man on the plane because he didn't wear the mask. Listen,
Trying to give.
How much time they give? Did she get locked up?
I think so.
I don't know.
Probably got a slap on the wrist. Got a ticket.
Crazy.
Probably can't ride.
Them
that
Karens don't stay in jail for long.
It's disrespectful. Though.
Dude was bloody though.
What's going on? Dude
Was he black or white?
Dude was
He was
bloody.
white.
He was
I would have identified as a woman for a good 5 minutes. Don't you? Don't you? And the thing is, he wasn't just out without a mask. He was eating. My dude.
It didn't work too. That's the sad thing about it.
Oh, he was eating, so he had the
He
right
was
to have his
eating.
mask off.
Yes.
Because they say you can have your mask off long
So
as
you
you
punched
eating
me
and
for
drinking.
eating. You punched me for eating. 5 minutes. Stewardess identified as a woman.
She slept. Anyway,
Dude, that's that fear, man. Fear is crazy.
but then the CDC just said the other day that
Masks don't work
the mask don't work.
at all.
It just the mask. It just make you cough.
So
You just be sitting there and all of a sudden.
the main one telling you can't go nowhere without a mask. Now they saying it don't work.
Speak for the people though, like, cause I feel betrayed.
You feel betrayed?
Yeah, cause they basically lied to us. They lied to us, and then they found a way to corner a market, and people made billions of dollars off of these masks,
And they still are.
and they're still
keep
making
making
money off of these masks.
Because they put the fear in the mind.
Yeah, and literally
And so
sell
people are
it.
going to keep buying.
They're literally selling the fear, my boy.
I'm mad that I didn't invest into the mask and the hand sanitizer and the Lysol.
Ooh. And then they tried to get at that governor. Was it Georgia's governor that got caught?
Doing what?
He invested so much money in mask and hand sanitizer.
What do you mean get caught? I'm just investing on something that I know
It's
this.
called insider trading.
Oh, he
I
invested
know that
in
this
it.
is finna go up, so I'm finna invest.
Oh, that's what.
It's called insider trading.
How is that?
That's
So
what.
pretty much, if you're not,
Martha Stewart, she was doing something
yeah,
like that
dude,
at one point.
yeah, but dude, you know,
Not about hand sanitizer, but
Martha Stewart is a
The
felon.
clothing lady.
yeah.
You know,
She a
she's a felon,
Oh, yeah, she went to jail.
and that's what they were talking about.
She's a rich fella.
And that's what they were talking about. Snoop versus Martha.
You know, this that kind of jail.
Yeah.
They sending the stuff like this.
Like seriously,
What was the niggas?
like seriously.
Stop it.
But look, the
I mean, you
crazy thing
can't
about,
send Martha Stewart to real.
You
but
can. You send everybody else. They send Wesley Snipes and all them to jail.
But look,
They sent my uncle.
this the thing I don't understand
Send
though.
Martha.
Don't make me mad.
This the thing that
What's
makes
the
me
thing,
question the whole operation.
We finna get Martha.
Y'all stupid. It's the thing that made me question the whole
right up
operation
on
though.
them.
Like, so Martha put money.
Come here, Martha.
Shut up, Patrick. So Martha put money somewhere,
Can't wait to grab
and she got
I'm Karen.
she got information.
Hold on, yeah, she did what? I'm listening, Mark. We finna
I'm
get
trying to
Martha.
listen, but this nigga keep saying stuff. Okay, go, Marcus, go.
Pull up. Come here. You know what you did. What you did?
Listen,
You going over here?
Martha, if you're
not
listening,
saying
you
no
want you want a sugar baby, Amber.
This the thing though.
I'm available.
Oh, she already got Snoop for that. It was Snoop.
That was Snoop for. That was Snoop for.
He can't be no sugar baby. He just as old as she is,
Well, listen.
and he got to say
smart. You know that rap money going down. Like, I need some milk.
Money don't get old.
Martha got that Kmart money.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Look.
What's the thing?
But look, the thing is, she put her money somewhere, got information that her money is finna be wasted,
Right.
moved it,
Right.
and they literally sent her to jail for it.
Right.
So that pretty much lets me know that the the stock market is definitely regulated. It's definitely regulated. And it's regulated by a small table. And if you're not invited to that table and you do a smart move, you're going to get penalized.
for it. Because I'm pretty sure the people that was at that table did it,
That's life.
and they didn't go to jail.
That is the whole idea of the stock market.
But
Who are these people?
That's crazy.
I just wanna know.
That's life though.
We ain't gonna get into
Yeah, we ain't gonna get
I don't want
into
them
it.
knocking on our door.
But look, dude, it's crazy.
ain't
Oh, they
got
can knock
nothing
on
to
my
give.
door. I wish they would knock on my door. Where's the check? Since you know where I'm at,
Yeah.
give me the money. What you need me
Let
to
me
do?
say this.
It's ridiculous.
Let me say that all the money you got ain't gonna stop the 12 gauge from going through the door.
You better understand.
Gonna learn today.
But yeah, man,
Knock
that
if you
junk
want to.
crazy though.
Life is crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
What was the other topic? What was the other topic?
Other topics.
We said gas. We talked about Ukraine.
Going forward after failure or disappointment. Did I read like I was reading scripture?
Why you came out here like you? Passionate, read for us. What does the Bible say?
Who gonna speak on that?
Read the book, boy.
Granddaddy, read the book.
Going forward after failure.
Disappointment. Well, I really can't talk about that because I'm currently in the process of forward.
You can't talk about it because right now
So
you're trying to keep on going forward.
Of a failure or a disappointment.
both.
Both.
Most of the time when one shows up, the other one always is there as well.
Wow. This a sitcom. This one.
That's the whole episode, right?
That one.
This is part one.
Going forward
Ooh.
after disappointment or failure.
Just dip your
How
toe
do
in
you
it.
go forward?
Well, I mean,
You have to make the choice first because there's always the choice of just like, all right, I'm done.
yeah.
I'm giving up. Not necessarily just like offing yourself, but just like I'm giving up on trying. And it's just like settling for the bare minimum that is safe and you know.
I think
But
I'm
just
there.
because you
I'm
make
there
the
now though.
choice- Just because you make the choice to go forward, are you actually going forward? This is really getting deep. This really gets deep.
Yeah.
Are you really going forward?
Yes.
Because in your going forward, you still disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
You still feel like a failure.
It's
Am I going?
so it's like something that I said in the group chat today.
How do I know?
It's dealing with so many disappointments, and it's not that you want to give up, but I always say this, and it's just me personally. I always say I believe God, but I also live in reality, and a lot of people don't like that statement. But let me explain what I mean by that. I believe God, and I still trust God, because at the end of the day, I have no choice but to trust God. You know, whether it happens or not, I still got to trust him. But I still live in the reality. And the reason I say that is because I've seen so many people that I know were doing, you know, they keep moving and kept doing and kept believing and doing it. And what they were waiting for and expecting still didn't happen. And they're no longer here. And I'm not saying that, you know, not blaming God or anything like that, but I'm not gonna call names, but family members I seen die broke and sick, waiting on promises. More other family members die broke and sick, waiting on promises, and they still believing. So it's like I'm not gonna stop believing, but I also, my feelings are a reflection of what I've seen.
So
let me say, I can believe you more if I've seen you do it for other people, but I ain't seen you do it in my circle. So my feelings of how I feel is not based off of, well, I just don't trust you, but what I've seen. I've seen the ones that have the more faith than I've had and the more go get than I had and still die broken sick. So how am I supposed to feel after I've seen the trend?
I feel you.
I feel like this is the cap. I feel like this is the cap of where I'm going to hit because this was the cap for other people that I've seen. And I know they live way more sanctified, saved lives than me. So why am I to expect you to do it for me when you didn't do it for them?
Well, I feel like,
and that, like I said, that's just me. That's just me. So
I got you.
So y'all take it from there.
And I got you.
I completely understand.
I got you.
I'm just
definitely
saying, how
understand.
do we know that promise was for that person that?
And that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Well, I feel like to piggyback though off of what Patchy said.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "How do you know you're moving forward?" I believe and I know you're moving. You know you're moving forward when that disappointment or that failure there's no longer an emotion attached to it, but there's a lesson. That emotion you've gone through the emotion, the process of the emotion, and now you have wisdom. So wisdom is sobering. Wisdom is truth. So you've no longer, when you think about that mistake, when you think about that disappointment, it no longer pulls you back. It no longer pulls you back into that stupor or into that mindset. But now it's just, okay, I can literally think about this, and now I know I have things, I know what to do and I know what not to do. You feel me? It's like a lesson now. It's no longer an emotion. You know, I'm no longer crying or I'm no longer regretful, but now I'm inspired. Now I'm motivated.
Is that moving forward or is that
That's
what's
moving,
the word?
That's moving forward.
Is it moving forward or is it being okay or settling with the situation?
No.
Or is it move? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I feel like we're talking about a process here.
Can I disagree with you?
We're talking about, yes, for sure, of course you can disagree, but I'm just saying.
I'm 40.
Uh-huh.
And I still don't feel like I experienced the going forward.
What is the
you
going
haven't?
forward? So let me ask you this:
I feel like what you said. So situations that disappointed me, I feel like I suppressed it and made it okay.
But you never got over it.
But I don't feel like some of it is like I'm over it.
So that means
Now when I see it happen or I see a situation that's like it don't bother me.
See, that's different for me.
It
bothers me.
It don't affect me.
I ain't gonna lie. It bothers me.
It don't affect me.
When I say okay, whatever, but then I see the same thing that you know, and it happening for just like they just came up off the scene.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So you ain't let it. What happened?
So I feel like healing though. Like first we have to admit and we have to face it.
Yeah.
And then once we face and sit with it, sit with the emotion, sit with the feeling. Of course, you got to sit with it in God, though, because if you don't, you'll go down a spiral of despondency, and that's not of God. You know, a spiral of depression, and that's not of God. So when you sit with it, you have to sit with it with God and allow Him to help
despondency. You bringing out theologian word, despondency. Okay,
what is this? I was gonna say what?
This boy is an idiot.
Despondency.
like despondency.
What did it mean?
So, yeah.
State of being, okay, low spirits. Okay, all right.
Y'all crazy.
Big
College
word.
education.
So ain't no
College.
college, man. I just read. I read. I like to read.
Nah, that's
Y'all
you
crazy,
do.
man. But y'all, so we have to sit with it with God so He can allow it to sober us. Because a lot of us, we look at, when you're not sober minded, we think it's drugs or we think, the Bible said be sober. You drunk. And well, a lot of times we can be drunk in our hurt. We can be drunk in our bitterness.
Did you have something to say about it? Because I had a question, but I didn't want to.
No, continue.
I got a question. So, we've been taught church-wise to be content.
Wrong. Oh yeah.
Talk. Okay. I hear you.
we shouldn't be complaining. Be content. It could be words. But is it wrong for me to feel this way?
No.
When I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is me personally. I don't want to be on a certain level because of me. What really gets me upset and makes me like, is when I see others struggling that I know I could have had the ability to help
them.
if this situation that you said was gonna happen for me would have happened. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely
This
know
was
what
in the
you're
hospital. This one need a car, or it's like your situation
definitely
going
know
on.
what you're
Man, buy them a house and a few things like.
Yeah, for real.
But it's like, okay, God. So, but if you say that, it's always like, well, you just gotta keep trusting God. Gonna do. I'm not saying I don't trust
right,
God. I'm not
right,
saying I don't believe.
I think that takes me to another.
I feel
You get what I'm saying?
I definitely get what
level.
you're saying.
Like when you come, they tell me
I
like,
definitely get what you're saying.
I don't want to hear you tell me that
Yeah,
because I know
yeah,
if I trust him, what he gonna do.
Right.
So don't come tell me to trust him.
yeah,
Don't come tell me. Don't come tell me that. I know this.
yeah.
Been knowing this.
And I feel like
Tell me the next part.
I feel like the best reference though is Job, because Job had a dialogue with God, and he questioned him, and I feel like that shows a healthy. That shows how God wants to have a healthy relationship with us.
God went off on him too.
Yeah, I mean, he to me it wasn't. To me, it wasn't God going off. It was just God.
Like, let me explain.
Let's put this in perspective.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's put this in perspective because you're focusing on
One thing.
this phone. I'm trying to get you to see this whole centipede.
I want you to see the elements that was even be able to make the phone.
Who did that?
Were you there? I wrote a song about that. Were you there? When I laid the foundation? Like, who laid the cornerstone? Like,
Yeah.
dang. Like when God comes at you like that's like, okay. It make how you feeling like, okay, whatever. Like,
It's like, okay,
it's obsolete.
I have to move forward. And I feel like y'all moving forward is a process.
What is moving forward though? I guess we need to define.
Moving forward is when you're no longer obstructed by the emotion. If you think about this thing and this thing literally stops you in your track, it stops you in your purpose, it stops you in your motivation, it stops you in your momentum, then we have to check and be like, okay, God, I need you to free me from this attachment. Because when I think about this memory, I'm attached to emotions that stifles me. I'm attached to emotions that literally stops me. Like I think about this thing and I get unmotivated instantly. So God, I need you to heal me. Heal me from this.
So what would you say to people that, and this including me, and this for anybody, what would y'all say to people that with the situation like I said, you got promises over here, and I know a lot of these promises,
More promises.
one God didn't say it, but all of it can't just be. So my thing is, to the people that you've seen that God, that you believe that God was gonna do something for. You know, and like I said, I don't want to call names and all this stuff, but we all know people, and even in the family.
Yeah, right.
Like, they're gone. And I know they ain't worried about that now.
Right.
But that's why, and I made the statement that I said in my group chat, and they was like, you shouldn't think like that. I was like,
that's real.
all I got to look for is, I feel like now is just heaven. Because I feel like at this point, and especially what's going on in the world, Jesus come back any second. Like, why am I even
Excited.
pushing to do any of that other stuff? Because if it ain't happening by now, first of all, like I said, it didn't happen for them.
Okay. But
You
I
get
feel
what I'm
like,
saying?
but okay, so for instance, my mother.
Okay, you going to
Boom. I can speak on this.
Yeah, you speak. I ain't want to.
Like my mom said, I can talk about me, but you can't talk about me. So I can talk about me.
it. But that's one of the people I was talking about.
This is one of those things where my mother had promises. God gave her promises. They were on the verge of manifesting, but my mother cared more about others than she did herself. So because she never got that in order, she was never able to step into that promise. Moses, you're so worried about the people that you miss my instructions. I told you to speak to the rock. not hit the rock.
Right.
That was that one thing, because he was aggravated and agitated by the people, caused him to miss the promise. So God allowed him to see it, but he never had a chance to step into it. So I said all that to say we have to be honest with ourselves and get out of our own ways. Because God's word, we act like when God speak, it doesn't have a connection to our participation.
Right.
So if God say something, I can just sit back, sip lemonade, and it's gonna happen. No, you have that part that you actively have to play.
Right.
So I feel like when we start actively participating.
Okay, so I'm not saying that this is us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so for the person who is saying
Feel like they are,
that they have been participating,
or they
How
feel like
long-
they've been doing what God's
and they
wanted them to
doing
do.
what God's saying, and it still ain't happened. So how do we speak on that?
We speak on that by pretty much the children of Israel. Don't be weary in well doing. Because when you do well, that scripture implies when you do well, you're going to get weary.
Right.
And then we also have so many other references in the word.
Because in due season,
You shall reap.
you're gonna reap if
you faint not.
faint not.
Okay, and then so we take that and we attach that to Hannah. Y'all know the story of Hannah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hannah was the favorite wife. That's the one he wanted. That's the one he adored. But yet still she was not able to give birth like the other one. But it did not mean that she would never give birth.
Okay.
She just had a process to go through. Now, why that process is? Why did God allow what's my man? He worked for one wife for 7 years.
What's that boy name?
Man, Isaac.
It's
Isaac.
all them
Isaac.
things.
It's Isaac.
That boy.
I believe it's Isaac.
All them names.
He worked. No.
Somebody wait for Rachel and
Rachel,
Leah.
yeah,
I can't think of their name, but I know
Why,
you talking
why
about.
did he stay there and work? Yeah, he stayed there and worked another 7 for the one that he wanted.
Too many names to remember.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
would just
the Bible repeatedly shows us that this walk takes stamina. That this walk, it takes some endurance.
Right.
Because we have to endure hardness and I feel like we say scriptures and it becomes trivial. It becomes repetitive because we can quote it. But we have to really meditate this thing and remind
and
ourselves.
see, so my thing is, my thing
I'm
is
with
for
you
the.
on
No, I'm about to say my thing is for
I'm
the people
with you.
that know that, like, send knee high to now. We know the scripture, we know, but it's different when you can read that scripture and quote it, and then life just go.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
You gotta keep it in your head.
but see, that's easier said than done.
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying
So
it's easy.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm
It's
like, you
hard
can
to-
read all
hard
the
and,
scriptures and all the stuff you want to, but when you, and like they go back to my first statement. I can quote all them scriptures, but I'm just my reaction is going off of what I've seen,
What you seen
and what
I
I've
was
experienced.
Listen to the radio on the radio station, and the radio announcer was encouraging the people that God is gonna do it. Your time gonna come. You there? You right around the corner. I mean, it's easy for them to say it because they've been around the corner. They at the corner. They on everything. They doing everything. And then they goes to say, I remember when we were in a 2-bedroom, blah blah blah, and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And now we in a
Right.
So for the people that's not on the level of maturity that, me,
Yeah.
they can say that it don't bother me because I go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? If my single or CD do something, thank God. But I did it because I want for that person that's, you know what I'm saying, that gives that testimony to say, man, when I listened to it, that changed my life. I thank God for that testimony. But back to, it's easy for them to say all of that type of stuff when they already got everything.
I see.
And then you encouraging the person who's sitting there saying, like, I hear what you're saying. I heard you say that last year.
Yeah.
I heard you say that the year before.
Yeah.
And I followed the instruction that you said and did this, and I'm still trying
$82,000 off.
and I'm still trying to get there. So
Giving that.
I'm just saying.
everything I'm saying, I'm with you. But for that person that don't understand, how do you really get it over to them that?
I feel like you get it over to them by letting them know you cannot understand this life process without God.
Right.
That's the first thing.
I get you.
So you're gonna have to study to show yourself approved. That's an approval. That's a process. And then you're working. And then when you start working, you don't need to be ashamed. Because when you're working, you don't need to be ashamed because you're rightly dividing the word of truth. So it's this thing, I don't have all the answers, but I do understand this one part. It takes a mental toughness, and it takes endurance and a constant reminding ourselves of the promises of God. And while we're reminding ourselves, we're also naturally aligning ourselves with the promises that God is saying. You know what I'm saying? So God said he's going to move for me in music. So boom.
So do you think that the move is going to be after the rapture?
No, I believe it's going to be here.
And after the rapture, I ain't even worried about
It's going to be here. It's going to be here. Like there's blessings that has to happen that we have to receive before.
I'm just asking questions because
before God comes.
For the person who probably will be thinking that way.
I feel you.
I mean, you know.
Dude, I've been that person. Sometimes I am that person. But I have to combat. It's a mental. My mother, you know, we start warfare. It's real.
Yeah.
Because, dude, it's silent too, though. Because I'm seeing these things.
right.
You know, I'm seeing this stuff happen. And then not only that, it's affecting me. But I still have to remind myself, okay, God is not a man that he don't lie. He don't lie. And then David was anointed for something years. I'm talking about years before he was anointed king before he actually became king. I'm talking about it was years. He was still a shepherd. You know what I'm saying? He was still the one that was overlooked in the family. But God had promised him to be the king. And through his lineage would come the Messiah. So it's processes. It's so many different scriptures and references that are facts, that are real stories that have happened in the word of God that can encourage us, hopefully.
Right.
And be like, okay, look, this has been a long time. But I know for real, I know my change is going to come here. I don't care what's going on around me. I don't care what I see. I have to have a resilience in my faith. I have to have a resilience in my belief, you know? And I really can't go off of what's tangible. Because just like this, you know, one phone call, all that could be over with.
Right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know, we have to
Out of here.
It's mental.
Yeah.
It's mental and spiritual calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? Like we literally have to work out. It's literally a workout for real.
Talking to someone the other day and just sitting there thinking like, hey,
help us.
Yeah, help us.
Help us.
Because I'm like, if it takes the one phone call to put us or to put you to the next level of success, greatness, whatever it is, where's the phone call? Because so many others around
Are getting that call.
Yeah.
And I know, I know. I mean, hey, give me 89% out of 100. I'm gonna even say this: give me 92% out of 100. Then I'm trying my best to do what he say do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too. We just talking about that.
Yeah,
we trying out. Like I'm trying.
do what?
Yeah. For sure.
And I look around the corner on iTunes and that group ain't doing.
Yeah.
But they blowing up.
But they blowing up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not here for no Stellar Award. Mm-hmm. I'm not here for no Grammy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I ain't none that ain't get me into heaven. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you want to see, not so much of me. Sometimes I want to see. I'm gonna say it like this. Sometimes I want to see my cousins be acknowledged to a place where others, they do the same things the other ones do. Mm-hmm. So where's the acknowledgement for my cousin?
I feel you.
I'm just talking about me.
Yeah, I feel you.
So where's the acknowledgement for my aunt?
Yeah.
That I see that can sing.
Yeah.
All her notes are good notes. But I look around the corner on the TV and all them notes was flat.
Like
I'm just being real.
Real talk.
They were flat.
Yeah.
Oh, the music was banging.
Yeah.
Oh, it was off the chain.
Yeah.
They did it.
Musicians are fire.
Yeah. They did it, man. Ooh, I'm sitting there congratulating them because I'm like, God did it. But around the corner, my auntie over there, she can do that. What happened that was so bad?
Well,
Or what took place?
We just got to be.
That'd be my question for me. I'd be like, man, what did I do? 'Cause I know I ain't been. I'm like, did I mess up that bad? Like, God, like.
I mean, we have to really.
Man.
We just have to sit back and assess.
It made me think, am I even gonna make it into heaven? Because you ain't even let me.
How much is it? We just talking. How much?
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, my thing is, okay, that
You ain't
aunt,
answering that prayer down
to
here.
be honest,
How much
okay,
you want because
when we see that aunt, and we see that person, or let me forget that. I see myself, and I see somebody else. I can see myself where this person is. I have to be honest with myself. Okay, Marcus, you're an introvert too much. You're too introverted. So people that want to bless you don't even know where you are.
Okay,
so you
I
gotta
got you.
get gotta get yourself.
I got you. I'm not introverted.
I'm introverted too. I am.
I'm not introvert.
You feel me?
I'm not introvert.
Right.
And I got enough in me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, he's not saying that you're introverted. He said you have to pinpoint that one thing that in your situation.
But
The one thing
here I got so much of me that's not introvert. That's for all three of y'all.
Yeah.
You already know.
Facts.
If we walk in the building, y'all know who walk. I walk in there first.
Facts.
And I got enough for all my cousins, so that's enough.
Yeah.
So if you ain't, I got enough.
Yeah, but I mean that's not how it goes though.
I understand. I just be asking. I feel you. I feel you because sometimes you be like,
You just want to know, man.
What's going on?
That's
bruh?
for your mantle.
Yeah.
That's for
Just
you. But
wanna
then
know.
me, I got a mantle that I gotta carry too.
Now the season that I'm in my life, I understand the assignment.
Yeah.
I understand the assignment.
Yeah.
God said, he told me, this is what I want you to do right now.
Yeah.
I say this, do that. This how you do it.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you the next part.
Yeah.
See, I
So-
don't know what my assignment. I'm just playing at
because-
churches. I guess that's my assignment.
No, dude. It's
see,
greater than
you
that.
got to realize too. This going somewhere else.
No,
I
dude.
just feel like that's my only job,
But
just to play
no,
at the
that's not
churches
just your
and
But
raise my children.
The gift and you doing
Buy
a great-
them toys so
and
they
you doing-
break every day.
And you're doing a great job at that.
Yes,
You're doing
you
a great
are.
job
I really
at that.
ain't.
Yes, you are, dude.
I fuss with them every day.
No, but
I mean, that's love.
Nigga, ride a bad. That's what you need to
Yeah,
be
right.
How many
need
people
it.
that you play to on Sunday that if you didn't play,
Come on.
But see, here's my thing, and me and First Lady had this same talk. Like, we be there for so people that like minstrels on. We be there for so many people, but who is there when you? I got to pour out every week.
that's the next part.
Like
That's another part.
When
Who's
I
refilling?
need something,
Who's refilling?
That's another part.
I've been filling up since how long? I've been doing this since I was 10 years old.
I just asked wife that.
I'm
I think it
34.
was about-
Like, okay, I need some report. I need something
I think it
too.
was like 2 weeks ago. I asked wife that. I was like, hold on.
I need
I'm
some
doing this on
blessings too.
Sunday. Like who?
Yeah.
These just get tiresome, man.
Yeah, you do.
It was a pastor the other day that he got in front of the church and was saying he was just tired. He was just drained. He was like, I've been doing this for over 20 something years.
But I think sometimes
tired.
sometimes you're supposed to say it. Sometimes you're supposed to get there and just be like, okay, God.
Don't get me wrong, I know the reward is greater.
Yeah.
I know. I understand it, and I believe, and I'm looking forward to that one, because that's the one
That's
that
the best
don't. That's the
reward.
one that don't wither away, and people can't steal.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just like,
Yeah, dude. It's a
And
lot.
I agree with everything
It's a
you
lot.
said.
No, I
Trust
agree.
me.
I agree and relate to what you're saying too.
It's just, and like I said, I try not to be in that.
I relate with what you're
that
saying.
Stupid, but every now and then I just have to be like, okay, God,
What's going on?
I lock myself in my studio, and I sit down in my chair and I have a real talk with God. Oh, the stuff got thrown in the studio the other day, and I know he was looking at me like, "You done?" Because I'm just like,
Yeah.
And then
What's good?
I always go back.
What's good?
I always go back to
Like, what's good?
like just throwing everything. I always go back to like if I didn't
For real.
if I didn't sing or if I didn't do praise and worship, like what would happen? How would this? Who would leave service and who? Like when we went to minister in Virginia one time, and the lady said I was gonna go home and kill myself, but because you sung and you said the things you said, I decided to live. And then I'm looking at her like, but I want to kill myself. So who's gonna?
man, because
Right.
Who's
ain't gonna lie. It's been so many times I'm like, boy,
who gonna sing to me?
if I knew I wouldn't go to hell, boy, I would been there took that 9.
That can't stand.
Oh, for real. Shut up. We ain't gonna go there.
No, we're not going there.
I'm just saying though, but
We ain't gonna get that.
we know we gotta wrap it up because
Well, apparently we haven't given you information on how to go forward. We just we just trying to go forward ourselves.
we just trying to go for.
So just go forward with us.
I mean, y'all, it's been real.
It's been real talk, bro.
y'all.
That's why I ain't been.
This last 5 months.
That's why we been MIA, y'all.
This last 5 months. I have
Some
I
boo.
lost an aunt, an uncle, a cousin,
Yeah.
brother, another, and to go on. And then we're not gonna talk about what happened before that. So it's like I'm saying, and these ain't people that you lose, and it's just like, oh, I ain't never talked to them. I ain't never talked to them. You know what I'm saying? They were just around the corner. No, these people you speak to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out here like,
It's different.
you don't want to say like how much more, but then it's like how much more. Yeah. So yeah.
I feel you, but I want y'all to be encouraged though.
No, we want you to be encouraged too.
Because
Yeah.
we all encouraged.
Yeah.
I get encouraged by encouraging y'all.
This encourage. That's what we got to start back doing.
You know what I'm saying?
This was
because we got it in the
talking
multitude,
it out.
in the multitude of counsel. There's what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah,
It's safety.
yeah, safety.
It's safety.
I can't stand this nigga. I really can't. I can't
You get
stand
on my
him.
nerves, Patrick, bro. I don't understand. I don't remember that one. But y'all, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety, y'all. For real. Y'all some idiots, what? Y'all need help, man. No. Look, you know my mic nigga. You know my mic nigga. You know my mic nigga. Dennis Rodman.
But for real,
You ain't never the mic
it's safety
nigga.
though. It's safety.
So you know what I'm saying? And we need that, especially in times like this.
I be doing that in church. The pastor be like, in church, won't you finish scripture? I'm like, yep.
I
don't know that
I be looking like I hope he don't ask me to finish it.
Y'all know this one.
I'm just gonna say no.
I be going to tongue. That is hilarious. That's a default. When you don't know what to do.
They ever ask you to read the scripture and it's one of them scriptures got like a word you can't pronounce.
And you just
Oh my God. You just get
Thank you, Jesus. And the Zephon. Thank you, Lord. Oh, glory, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah, Lord.
and
And the
somebody else to read it.
And the Zeph. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah, because you got to.
you. Got to play it off.
Play it off.
We play it off like that though. But for real, y'all, like
Yeah.
we got this.
Yeah, we in here, y'all.
We got this.
And we gonna make it no matter how hard it get.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
thing I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna let y'all give up. Cause y'all got it.
So you know what that means for you, right? We ain't gonna let you.
I'm the oldest right now. I'm talking.
It don't
No,
matter.
it don't matter, nigga.
But I'm talking.
It don't matter.
You don't. Ain't no.
I don't care how many gray hairs you got in your beard.
Ain't no seniority with this one.
I don't care.
I done gave up. I'm just pushing y'all.
I'ma slap you.
That's
I
impossible
wish
though.
I could say.
That's impossible.
I wish Dre won't in.
That's impossible.
I
You're basically telling me that you're out of gas, but you're gonna push my car to the gas station.
I will help you push your car.
I don't push my car to the gas station because I ain't paying for that gas.
I'm gonna help everybody get their car to the. That's why I told man. I said, well, I couldn't do what I wanted to do, so but I said, well, I'm gonna help everybody else do what they need to do, and that's exactly what I did. Cause I couldn't.
How do you not know that pushing us? Cause like if you push us, cause like I seen it do Japan. That's one thing. That's one of my flaws is I never finish the song and put it out. And that's one of my flaws. So with that being said, which I need to work on. With that being said, if we're gonna finish Japan, but if I put it out and it go viral, and then I make it up there, that means you make it up there, nigga.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
And if that happened, it happened.
You can say that you failed.
I have failed.
No, let me tell you something. You haven't failed until you died, my nigga.
You can say whatever you want.
You haven't failed until you died.
But it ain't said until God said it.
Yeah, that's true.
How long did it take for
as long as I'm living? And anything that I get,
but see, that's just y'all.
I
That's
don't-
just
no,
how
no.
y'all gonna feel that way anyway.
That
I
don't
know
mean
if
that.
y'all had it, yeah.
that don't mean nothing.
We all got
here's the
it.
thing.
But
Okay,
I'm just
but
about to
shut
say
up,
it.
but no, listen to this
Don't
though.
say that no more.
Listen to
Don't
this
say that
though.
in
Right,
your
facts.
face. Don't say that.
No.
What was the
it's
woman
just,
that was
like I said earlier? I live in reality.
She wanted
Yeah.
the child for the longest. And the Lord was like, finally came was like, okay, you gonna have a child after like, and how old was she? She was like
90 something.
she was like 90 something. First of all,
At 90 years old, she
I don't.
get one.
And 90,
He was okay. The baby was okay.
Yeah, think about it back in the Bible.
Yeah, the baby was
They
fine.
lived to be
Oh yeah.
certain age.
I better
But yet
not
still,
listen.
it
I'm gonna
took
be
a long
honest.
time for it to even
But
have
that's
a
just
child.
like the girl I went to school with. Couldn't have no children. Had lost like 10 of them. Had an accident. Got pregnant and had 8.
At one time.
No, something back to back.
What?
I mean, you know this is possible.
It is, boy. That's
You know, like that new reality show I just started watching. She got
I had to leave her.
it's like 20.
20 what?
It's children. It's
I got to go. Got to go,
eight
my
babies
boy.
at one time.
Oh,
Oh no, one coming.
They all hers?
I don't know which one coming home with me.
20?
which is
at one time.
Crazy though. No,
One
she had
time, bro.
but like every time she get pregnant, it's triplets and twins, and that's a lot of children, bro.
You too
go.
fertile. I ain't got time for that.
Bro, and then all he doing is just kissing them.
Triple?
Oh.
Triplets?
He need to go get
First
a
of all,
vasectomy.
the pain of one birth is like ridiculous. So you got to push.
With someone with 8, they probably had to cut them out.
Just let them come.
Dude.
They probably had to cut them out.
You know one. I ain't gonna
Women
call her name,
do.
but you know one. All she do is just she was in the car and it's just whoop, baby was on the dashboard. Got to the hospital, they got the baby, cut the umbilical cord, baby was there. She just sat there on the way driving.
We don't need no more new people. Like we have enough people on this earth.
And all of them in Atlanta.
Dude, you
Because
sound
there's so
like-
much traffic.
You
I'm
sound
like,
you sound like the government.
We don't need no more new people.
You sound like the government. Overpopulation. You can't overpopulate the world.
no, it's overpopulated because
You can't- it's
Atlanta.
impossible.
Look in Atlanta.
It's
Atlanta
impossible.
ain't never been this much traffic. When I was growing up, we didn't have no traffic like this.
What it is that
did.
the population is growing beyond the power of the infrastructure.
No, everybody think they want to be a movie star and a rapper.
And they need to go back
Take
to
your
where they
butt
came-
back home.
Right.
Go back to Alabama, please.
Anyway, we know you gotta
Don't
Gotta
put
get
my
out of
business
here.
in the street like that, like I just
Champ
got.
has to go, so we had to cut it off,
Engagements.
y'all.
He has to move forward.
Because that's what he doing.
This is
So
part
that's
of
what
moving
we're doing.
forward.
This is part of moving forward.
This right here is moving forward. If we all really truly gave up, we would not be here trying to record this.
Let's talk
I
about
did this
that.
because I got tired of everybody. When podcast can't make you podcast.
That's a
Shut
blessing.
up.
So
That's a
you
blessing.
moving forward in
So
it?
you're moving forward.
No, I just want to.
Whether you
shut
know it or
up
not,
and
you're
stop
moving
writing.
forward in it.
So they're actually pushing you to where you.
This is nothing. This
Yeah,
is my.
everybody put a message to DL in the comments and encourage.
I'm fine.
Y'all do that. No.
Encourage the
You
man.
wanna
Encourage
send
me
me
too.
$1,000
'Cause
from
I'm
them
sick
taxes.
of-
That's what you could do. D. Lamar. Dollar sign. D. Lamar. Don't play. Yo.
$sign passion.
Mine is Black
Yeah,
W
you can
Pay.
encourage me right there.
That's the encouragement.
Encourage.
We got
me.
what we got 1,000 subscribers. Each one of you
so we
send
should-
$1 right now.
We should be getting ready to do some monetization. We really gotta watch what we say now,
Bye.
cause they'll cut the
They'll
monetization
cut that.
off if
Yeah,
we
they're
say
like, oh,
certain
it can't be
things.
monetized because you said.
Oh man, listen here, man. Welcome to the family. We not scared of that.
Hold on.
give y'all
Like I said,
Hold on,
we need to be monetized.
Try and get this.
We gonna have to bleep him out.
This the only thing. This the only thing.
I cannot
We
be
can say what
bought.
we need to say.
This the only thing I got to look forward to is this podcast. We gotta be like Country Wayne.
Shoot. God, dog.
I'm gonna tell you
The
what Brother
music,
Matt said.
the music
I'm
already
gonna tell you what
failed.
Brother Matt said. I ain't scared of y'all.
The music failed.
The music
What
did
else?
not.
My music failed. Ain't nobody about my stuff. It's the same people. I done put out Favor all on me. I done put out Blessings Come Your Way. I done put out
Lizzo had that song out for 2
Greatest. I
years
done
and
put
we
out all
didn't
these
even know
songs.
about it. Lizzo had that song. What's that song?
Well, I'm not finna go out and whip my butt out and get popular.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
After she
There
was
are
popular.
songs that people didn't know existed that TikTok has listened to that came out 1990.
Act like you know.
Yeah, but guess what?
Act
Ain't
like
none of my
you know.
songs on there.
So that mean keep pushing
So
and
that
keep
mean
moving
keep
forward,
pushing,
nigga.
my boy.
Ain't none of my stuff on there.
Dude, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I'm slappy.
I'm telling you.
What I said?
Dude.
Reality.
I'm telling dude, that's the God I serve is in reality.
Yeah.
What you mean to tell? So you mean to tell me that? So in the Bible, Moses parted the Red Sea, but in reality, it was a hurricane.
That was in the Bible. God didn't. God did it for Moses.
So you saying the God in Moses, the God in the Bible is not the God in your
I
life?
didn't say he's the same yesterday, today, forevermore. But
Huh? No. See, that's
the
what I'm saying.
thing
See, that's what we gotta
is-
get out of.
No,
Why you getting
That's what we
don't
gotta
be
get out
butting
of.
God?
Because
we gotta let this. We gotta let this young man
Don't be
go.
trying
He
to
has
let me go,
he has a
because I got
family to
some-
take up the road.
Cause I'm finna cut you out.
You ain't got to finna do nothing. You can do what you need to do.
Cause you need to stop acting like
Children cover your ears.
children. Know.
Look, all of them got the same face too, bro. All them children, bro. That's how you know they family.
I love them.
I love it, man. I love it. Sweet spirit. Beautiful.
Essential, whatever you call it, we need sponsorship.
Yeah, we need some sponsors.
Act like you want to be sponsored. Hold on. Act like you want to be
Yeah.
sponsored, my nigga.
Hold on.
That's it.
But no, you don't want to come tell me. I said, bro.
That's all my boy
I
said.
said, bro, you look good sometimes. Cause as humble as he is,
Who humble?
very arrogant at the same time.
Who? Champ, you can't call
Who's humble?
nobody.
Not a denial.
Who's humble?
Not a denial. So I said, bro, you look good, bro. So I was like, yeah, I'm trying to dress the way I'm going.
Yeah.
So why'd you saying that? Don't say it.
I
You
just said
ain't-
I'm dressing where I'm going. Yeah, that don't mean nothing. I'm going to the store. I need to dress where I'm going to the store.
Listen.
Y'all send
He just want ratings.
a message.
Huh?
He just want ratings.
Send an encouraging message.
You ain't gotta send me nothing. Like I said, you won't send me something. Send me $1,000.
And watch. I'm praying and believing God that it happened. At least 5 times.
Anyways,
I'm praying
welcome
to
to the
believe God
Family
that
Podcast.
I'm praying and believing God that it happened 5 times.
In
And
the
it happened.
comments.
And you done seen it happen before.
Y'all, okay, boom.
How did I seen it happen?
You done
Yo.
seen it happen before.
Just
Y'all,
a check that when I
welcome
had
to
a
the family,
placement or something.
Our 1,000 subscribers. I'm praying that it happened, and when it happened, we're gonna have to come back and tell y'all, and then DL gonna have to change his talk, and then we're gonna start a whole. That's gonna be a whole nother episode. Now we're gonna be on the road to destiny.
Anyway, this.
Now we're gonna be
Hold
on
on,
the
when are
road
we
to
getting your
destiny.
special guest? Your
Who my special guest?
your
So
special
y'all
guest.
make it happen.
Oh,
Please.
We gonna have to plan it because
Cash sign. Welcome to the family.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Make it happen.
Oh, who happened?
Make it happen. I'm still soliciting out here for these givers. Y'all make it
What
happen.
y'all talking about?
My special guest Tyrone.
Tyrone who?
Tyrone the
Oh,
character.
my character Tyrone.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Everybody supposed to have a special guest.
I got.
Oh, I got me a special guest.
I'm Lewis.
I got
Hey, yes, you are
I'm
DeMarcus Lewis.
Lewis.
You definitely.
I'm D. Lewis.
We gonna slap Lewis.
And he got Gabriel. You gonna be Gabriel? Got him. All right, y'all. This has been
Welcome to the Family Podcast.
Now that's better.
Now
that's better.
I hope it gets better. I'm sick.
See, you want to talk about me? I hope it
Well,
gets better, too.
listen. I don't want people to be in theirs, but I want people to leave me alone when I'm in mine.
So leave me heck alone.
No,
nigga.
that's what we here for. We here to make sure none of us
Y'all leave me alone and let me get mine.
leave.